serious note, there is one thing with just how my mind works at this point that I connected a few different things. So from the documentary, even though there was the disagreements between Q-Tip and Fife, there was the story of how Fife was declining in health, but he had to pay medical bills. And so when he called y'all up, Q-Tip was like, no problem. Absolutely. Let's go on tour. What this speaks to, if this is accurate, which it seems it is the lack of healthcare in this country. The fact that you have someone whose health is declining, and in order for them to survive while their health is going down and declining immensely, they have to go on tour and perform and make sure that they're okay when deep down they're not. And as I'm looking at, as I'm watching this, all I'm thinking is that's the American healthcare system in a nutshell.
Yes, indeed. And there's no uh, unionizing. Is that the only word I could think of for us to have a structure so we don't have to do things like that?
Right.
You know what I mean? And the kind of money you're getting doing being a musician and stuff like that is not what people think. They have it so wrong. You know what I mean? So yeah. In order to do that, we did that. And also that goes to show that even though they were arguing, we're still brothers and we still love and we still take care of each other, regardless.
You put arguing in quotes. There has been disagreements on how the group was portrayed. Q-Tip put out a message about how y'all were portrayed. When it did come out, what was the group's reaction?
We were pissed. That's why we had so much drama around the releasing of that movie and all that stuff. Because Michael Rapaport made that movie for himself. Okay? Tribe fans don't want to hear that bullshit. They want to hear how we looped up this. What record did we use for that? Like, they want to hear that. We're nerds. We want to hear more about the process. Tip only chopped up one beat in the movie.
That's right.
Like one in the movie. Tribe fans don't want that shit. They want to hear how we did this shit, the processes and stuff.
So you think he is an opportunist?
I think that Michael Rapaport is a huge hip hop fan. He was one of the three or four white dudes that was at the parties back in the days. So that led to us using him because he was there. There were other people who wanted to direct the movie, but I was like, maybe they would have been more qualified and made a better product, but they weren't there. We gave Rapaport the edge because he was there. In the middle of the making of the movie, they started having an argument and fight or whatever, and he threw whatever script the fuck he had plan he had before and focused on that because that was the time when the tabloid TV and all that stupid shit was on TV, the sex and drama sells. So that was he got caught up in that.
But really, it felt like it was just a disagreement between brothers. Like everybody beefs.
Dude, thank you, and that's all it was. A one time. Well, we're brothers. We fight,
Totally.
but they don't last forever. He spent his whole time on a whole budget and all this shit on this movie for an argument that probably lasted a week. He made it seem like that's the nature of our relationship, and it's not. It couldn't be because we wouldn't been doing what we're doing if it was like that.
Totally. So this
We wouldn't have
wasn't...
been on that tour getting Fife money, getting all of us bread. That wasn't the case.
Again, I have two siblings. I'm the baby of the family. All right. I beef with my sisters. Sometimes I would beef with friends because we have a disagreement.
Yeah.
But that shit doesn't last.
No, it does not
It'll
last.
last a day or two, maybe 3. And then
Yeah.
we'll be like, all right, my bad. I
Hmm.
understand where you were coming from. Or, hey, I don't understand where the fuck you were coming from.
Right.
But, you're still my boy and I still love you. It just
That's right.
felt petty.
Right.
It felt petty.
It was. Now, what I do like that he did, he set up a nice little uh he set the scene of what was happening in New York at the time. And what kind of led up to us being in this position, in the situation to do the things that that part of it was cool.
So the first
But
half.
yeah. But when he started getting into the bullshit, I'm like, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What do you make of his recent term politically?
It's okay. He wasn't really a fan or as into the culture as I thought he was. It's one of those things like, yeah, I used to be in a gang when I was little, but now I know better that I'm not in no gang anymore. He gave me those kind of vibes. Like it was just a phase of his life.
Huh.
Like he's always been this guy that he is now. But that was just a phase he's going through back then.
Really? So you think even with him being at the parties and everything, he was deep down that guy that he is now?
Yeah, it was just the coolest shit in the world to do.
Hmm. What troubles me, and I say this as a Jewish person who also has a fucking brain and can
Hmm.
see what's going on, the way that he has spoken about what is happening in present day and some of the videos that came out of him allegedly yelling on the phone about getting paid about
Getting paid
tweets.
for it. Thank you.
It's like, dude,
Yep.
you are the stereotypical Jewish man of
Hmm.
everything that we don't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts.
Yeah.
And even if you are, no matter where you are politically, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
So that's what hurt me. And I'm not even like a Michael Rapaport stan. I don't really
That
give a
did, that
fuck
he could
about
be
him.
bought so easily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm.
That's what hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with all that being said, would you have a thinking of the way to phrase this. Would you have a drink with him? Would you have dinner with I don't even know if you drink. Would you have dinner with him? Would you smoke
Nah.
a cigar with him?
Nah. 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 No. No. Those things exclude you from the manhood. Nah. I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't. I wouldn't sit with him in any kind of way.
What if he saw you in New York on the street?
Depends on the day.
Mm,
It depends on the day because I've had people asking like, "Yo, I see this dude all the time." Like, hey, leave him alone.
mm-hmm.
Leave him alone. I know. Just leave him alone. No, just leave him alone. I'm saying I don't like what he. I know. Just leave him alone.
Right.
You know,
Because then
you
it's a
know.
bad look for y'all.
Man, the punishment that he's gonna get from whoever his creator is and whoever the higher force or whatever he believes in is, I can't do. I can't. Whatever I can do can't compare to that. He's probably an unhappy and sad person.
Oh, definitely.
Well, that's good enough for me
Not
because
only is he
because
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
not because I'm not. I'm going.
Right. Not only is he probably a sad person, he also can't pronounce apartheid. So he can't even speak English. You
Man, that
saw that
guy.
video?
No, I didn't watch that. Yeah, no. I try not to watch this stuff.
He he was in Israel and he posted
Hmm.
on Twitter, "Where is the apartheid? I don't know where the apartheid is."
This guy, man. Oh my goodness, man.
I know.
The people, So people who are saying there's nothing going on wrong, that's crazy to me.
I know.
Feel what you feel, but don't sit there. Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I didn't like that. A lot of people that I love dearly between Trump and this Zionist movement stuff. I've lost a lot of friends, man.
Yep.
It's crazy. Like people I've known for 20 years and more. Like I'm like, wow, this is who you really are.
Mm-hmm.
It's really troubling.